When you park, make sure to stay at least 2 feet away from the curb so that when you open the door and the stairs come out, they have plenty of room to open. Wait for the stairs to come out all the way before stepping on them. This right here is the coach battery. Just leave it on for your entire trip. Don't touch it. The stairs are said to automatically retract when I close the door. You'll see. If you want to keep the stairs out the entire time, just press and hold the off switch. And now when I close the door, they'll stay in place. The other control that we can find here is for the awning. To unroll the awning, just press and hold the in button, and the awning will unroll automatically. Hold the button until the awning's out all the way. But you get the point. To roll it back in, just press and hold the out button. Until it's all the way in place. The only other button here is for the awning light. On and off. The second control panel is located right above the refrigerator. Over here. This is the one-place panel. From here, you can control everything that has to do with the water, check your tank and battery levels, and control the generator. If the one-place panel is not on, check that the house battery is on, as seen in the first control center video. Let's start with the water controls. If you're not hooked up to an external water supply, you will need to turn on the water pump to get water flow in the sinks and the shower. To turn it on, simply press the button, and again to turn it off. But you can actually just leave the water pump on throughout the whole trip. You can also find the water pump switch in the bathroom and by the outdoor shower. To get hot water, you'll need to turn on the water heater. If the RV is hooked up to electricity, you can use the electric water heater. If you do not have electric hookups, please use the liquid propane water heater. In both cases, it'll take the RV about 30 minutes to heat up the water. Next, let's talk about the levels. You should check your tank levels daily. Simply press the tank level button and you will see all the information. Fresh water shows how much fresh water is left in the 31-gallon tank. LP gas shows how much liquid propane is left in the 13-gallon tank. The RV uses liquid propane to power the generator, refrigerator, and the gas stove, and if selected, for the water and air heater. Gray waste shows how full the tank is with the shower and the sink water. And lastly, the black waste shows how full the tank is from the toilet. We recommend emptying the waste tanks once they get about 3/4 full. You should check the battery levels if you have been or are planning on using the inverter. To turn on the generator, press and hold the start button until you hear the generator catch. To turn off the generator, just simply press the stop button. If when you press the stop button, you see that it says auto stop, press the stop button one more time until it just says stopped. The burn rate for the propane generator is 0.6 gallons an hour at half load and 0.7 gallons an hour at full load. Full tank of liquid propane will give you about 15 to 20 hours of generator use. Use the generator when you don't have electric hookups and want to run the AC. Use the microwave and other appliances like a toaster, coffee maker, or induction cooktop, or recharge the battery. In all other instances, you'll either need to run the battery or nothing at all. Use the battery when you don't have electric hookups and want to watch TV or charge your phone, tablet, or computer through an outlet. Not all outlets produce power when the inverter is on. If the outlet isn't working, try a different one or turn on the generator. To use the battery, turn on the inverter. Press the green button until you see lights come on. Now the battery is on. But when you're not using it, remember to turn it off. If you forget to turn it off, the inverter might start making a noise to let you know the battery is about to die. At that point, just turn on the engine or turn on the generator or plug into an electric hookup and the battery will recharge within a couple minutes. Keep the LP valve on. Don't switch it to off unless there's a fire or you smell liquid propane. And don't touch the red button unless instructed. Last thing left, opening the slide out. Turn on the engine. Activate the handbrake. Press and hold the slide rim button in the out position. Hold it until the slide out is done opening. And let go once it's done. The most important, check the tank levels daily, keep the LP switch on, turn on the water heater 30 minutes before use, and if you don't have electric hookups, use the battery for TVs and outlets, and use the generator for the AC and appliances. The external power cord is located in a compartment on the driver's side of the coach. When you open the door, you will see the outdoor shower and other useful things on the left, and you'll find the electric cord on the right. When the power cord is plugged into the generator receptacle as it is now, you will get electricity when you run the generator. To get electricity from an external source, detach the power cord from the generator receptacle and attach it into a suitable power outlet box. Usually, you'll be able to plug the power cord directly in, but sometimes you might need a specific adapter. We provide every single adapter you might need, plus an extension cord. They will be located in the red Husky bag in the compartment on the driver's side of the RV. Put the power cord into the power outlet box. To finish, swivel the latch aside and drop the hatch to route the power cord out of the bottom of the compartment so you can close the door while the power cord is still connected. To dump the waste tanks, first find the gloves located right over here. Come on over and get the hose. You need to unhook this right over here and hook up the hose. Okay. Put the hose into the sewer. Alright. And then pull the black waste tank. We want to wait until the hose is done shaking and you stop hearing the sound. Okay, once the black waste tank is done draining, open the gray waste tank. Alright, almost done. Alright, sounds like it's finished. Okay, then you close the gray waste tank, close the black waste tank, unhook, that's okay if there's a little bit water dripping, that's from the shower. Close. Rinse this off and put it back in its place and you're done. You'll need to detach the hose from itself so that you can connect it to a faucet. Go ahead and detach it right over here, and you do so just by twisting to the left. Now take this part and attach it to a water source. It could be a faucet, it could also be a water hose. Just go ahead and twist to the right to make sure it's nice and tight on there. Next, you'll need to attach the water hose to the RV itself. Place the water hose in the freshwater inlet and twist the star to the left to attach the hose. In order to attach it properly, you may need to apply more pushing pressure to the hose while simultaneously twisting the star to the left. Once you're done attaching the hose, give it a gentle pull to make sure it's secured in place. And last thing, make sure to turn on the water flow. When you have water hookups, keep the water pump off. Check that it's turned off in the control panel above the refrigerator. When it's time to put away the water hose, please remember to attach it back to itself to avoid leaking water in the compartment. Let me show you how to fill the water tank on the RV. First, get the water hose. It's located right over here. Once you have the water hose, go ahead and detach it from itself, right over here. You will need to attach this part to a faucet. There you go. Make sure to get it nice and snug. All right, at this point, you will take the other end of the hose and put it in the tank. This compartment is opened with the small gray key. Go ahead and put the hose in there. And turn on the water. Wait for the water tank to fill. This may take a minute to a few minutes. You'll know when the tank is full when you'll see water coming out. Now go ahead and turn off the water flow and you're done filling the tank. When it's time to put away the water hose, please remember to attach it back to itself to avoid leaking water in the compartment. If you want to climb up on this space, please use a ladder. Let me show you how to attach it. We've lifted up the blanket so that you could see where the ladder goes, just for easy demonstration. Step 1, remove the ladder gently. Step 2, get it in a horizontal position and attach. Make sure the ladder is pushed all the way in and lower it. If you see it's not going down, you just have to kind of play around with it a little bit. Push it down a little, and then you'll see it'll go all the way down. This is how you turn the U-shaped dinette into a bed. First, you loosen the knob. Make sure to get it all the way. Then you gently remove the top. Then you take this part off. And the last part, you slide this right over here. All right, and you got yourself a bed. Let's talk a little bit about how to use the bathroom facilities. First, you'll need to turn on the water pump. To flush the toilet, you will find a pedal right over here, and to flush, just press it down. If you need additional water flow, the RV is already equipped with this hose, and to get the water flowing, you'll need to press on the pedal and press on this button right over here. Now let's talk about the shower. This button right over here, this is used to pause the water flow when you're setting the temperature of the water. To turn on the water, it's just like a regular house bath. Twist the knob, and the water will come on when you press this. But make sure you turn the water all the way back off, otherwise it will leak a little bit. And lastly, to close the door, slide it, and then to open it, you just press and get it all the way back. That's it. You'll find the bathroom vent right over here. You can open it by twisting this, and you can turn on the fan by pressing this button. Please remember to always close the vent before driving off. Both of these chairs rotate. To do that, first push the chair all the way to the front. Find the lever right over here and pull it towards yourself. And that's how you turn them around. To light the gas stove, align the light indicator to the bump right over here. Press down and spark it. You can set the desired temperature by pressing these buttons. To turn on the air, slide the switch to the on position, and to turn it off, slide it back to auto. If you'd like to turn on the air conditioning, slide the switch to the cool position. You'll either need to run the generator or have an electric hookup. For the heat, you don't need to run the generator or have an electric hookup, but you do need liquid propane. And to turn off the AC, slide the switch to off. If the thermostat in your RV looks like this, that means that you can either use liquid propane for heat or you can use electricity for heat. To use liquid propane, select the gas heat, and to use electricity, select electric heat. Please only select electric heat if you have electric hookups or running the generator.